Ladies and gentlemen, Malcolm X.
One of the first things I think young people, especially nowadays, is important for them to think for yourself and listen for yourself and think for yourself. If you learn the habit of going by what others say or what they think about someone without searching that thing out for yourself, you'll find you'll be walking west when you think you're going east, and you'll be walking east when you think you're going west. This generation, especially of our people, has a burden far more than any other time in history. The most important thing we can learn to do today is to think for ourselves. It's good to keep wide open ears and to listen to what everybody else has to say, but when you come to make decisions, you have to weigh all of what you've heard on its own and place it where it belongs, and come to a decision for yourself. You will never regret it. But if you form the habit of taking what someone else says about something without searching that thing out for yourself, you'll find that other people will have you hating your friends and loving your enemies. This is one of the things that our people are beginning to learn today, that is very important to think out a situation for yourself. If you don't, you find you'll always be maneuvered into a situation where you're never fighting your actual enemies, where you find you're fighting your own self. I think our people in this country are the best examples of that. Many of us want to be nonviolent. Here in Harlem, where there are probably more black people concentrated than any other place in the world, some talk that nonviolent talk too. But we find that they aren't nonviolent with each other. You can go into Harlem Hospital where there are more black patients than any other hospital in the world. And you can see them going in there all cut up and shot up and busted up where they got violent with each other. My experience has been that in many instances where you find African Americans talking about nonviolence, they're not nonviolent with each other, and they're not loving with each other, and they're not forgiving with each other. Usually when they say they're nonviolent, they mean they're nonviolent with someone else. I think you know what I mean. They're nonviolent with the enemy. A person can come up to your house, and if he's white and he wants to heap out some kind of brutality on you, you're nonviolent. Or he wants to come and put a rope around your father's neck, well, you're nonviolent. But if another African American just stomps his foot, you'll rumble him in a minute, which show you there's an inconsistency there. If the leaders of the nonviolent movement can go into the white community and teach nonviolence, good, I go along with that. But as long as I see them only teaching nonviolence in the black community, we can't go along with that. We believe in equality, and equality means they have to put the same thing over here that you have to put over there. And if black people alone are going to be the ones who are nonviolent, then that is not fair. We throw ourselves off guard. In fact, we disarm ourselves and make ourselves defenseless. Those, my friends, were the words of Malcolm X. Black, white, red, green, brown, we're all created equal. Racism is so 50 years ago. Get it? Get it? All right. Forget about the skin color or the way people talk. Be united. Don't separate into different groups because of race. Stand together and we can fight this beast that's been going on for too long. To quote Malcolm X again, we need to learn how to forget our differences and come together. Thank you.
Tell you what, that last, there we go. Okay, that last part of that speech there was not Malcolm X, that was Raymond Hogan. He wrote that, he felt that, that came from his heart. Let's give it up one more time for Mr. Raymond Hogan. I would now like to welcome to the stage two of our students who are going to introduce our